Oh my god, is that Eddie?
Is that Eddie?
He's so cute. What the fuck happened?
I'd punch him in the face.
Teddy bear.
I'm gonna shoot myself later.
Isn't he not cute when he was little?
Why'd you do this?
What's happened?
What purpose did this serve?
Do you not think he looks really cute?
I think he looks very cute.
Yeah.
Bye,
He looks
Alex.
adorable. Almost
I
like
think,
a
Eddie,
little
I think
girl.
Eddie looks cute now, not the photo. Now Eddie looks cute.
God help me. What?
Ed, by the way, I was recording for that bit.
Are you recording yourself on perfume for a podcast?
That's aftershave, bro.
No, it's you, mate. It's perfume. We all know it. There's some Victoria's Secret.
Bro,
fucking-
what I tell you in private is not to go on the internet.
I say as well, with this background now, because it's not an open room, my green screen should be up soon.
Ooh.
Because where it was before, I don't know if you could tell with the edit, it looks very like air. And that's not because of Reese's editing, because it was the lighting.
Nah, it's probably Reese's editing.
It's gonna look so much better. No, Reese's editing's sick, bro. I was backing you, mate. I was backing you. Why you gotta do this? That's a good
Reese,
smoke.
Can you put it back up?
Legend. I'm sorry.
Reese,
Yeah, I
can you
can.
put it back up?
I'd laugh if he just falls and he's like, "Oh, I can't put it back up now."
Oh, yeah, Daddy. Oh, sorry. Alright, anyway, start off.
Right, starting us off.
Go.
Ready? Where's the pot? Let me just get the pot. Alright, ready?
Why are you getting a pot?
Let's get the jar.
Oh, the jar.
3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Welcome back to What the Fuck Happened Last Night. I am Ed, that's Reese, that's Ryan, that's Jay. Jay, you said you'll start off this episode by saying sorry to Georgia for calling her a punk bitch in your...
I didn't call her a punk bitch. I called Connor a punk bitch at the worst time.
Georgia a punk bitch.
No, Georgia sent a voice note on stereo, and she sent something, and Connor went, "Oh, no one gives a shit about Jay," and I went, "Oh, you're a punk bitch, Connor," and then it sounded like I said, "You're a punk bitch, Georgia." So, if so,
It sounds like you're trying to dig yourself
wait,
out.
sorry, hold on, I'll do it properly. I'll do it properly for you. I'll do it properly for you, boys. All right. I'll make the effort for an apology.
Oh my god.
The fuck is going on here?
This is more insight into Jay's life than we need.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm sorry.
The real question is, do you think that Georgia is a punk bitch?
No.
Oh, okay.
Connor's
Fair
a
enough.
punk.
Slight hesitation there, slight. Alright, it was slight
Do
hesitation.
you guys want to see a video of this dead guy hanging on my phone?
Oh my god, no.
Oh my
Oh,
fucking God.
wait! That wasn't me. That was Logan Paul. I'm sorry. He took over.
Episode 10 featuring Logan Paul. Click the title, let's go.
Oh, you know what I realised? Last episode was episode 10, and we didn't do anything special.
I mean, 10. I know 10 is usually a special age for you, Reese, but like, I usually wait till 18 to celebrate anything. Oh, you know what's a beautiful phrase I came across today at dinner with my old brothers?
What's that?
I think it's super underrated, but it's crusty, dusty queen pussy. I feel like that's a phrase that you don't come across enough.
Honestly, I'm a bit turned on. Tell me more, Ryan.
Oh, there's not much more to it. It's more like, yeah, it's just crusty, dusty queen pussy is a great phrase that I think is super underrated.
I might put that, say there's like a Tinder bio, just rusty
Put it back on.
pussy.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
So, I want to talk about this. The roadmap got announced yesterday. What do we all think?
I don't know.
Boris is a
Like,
dumb twat.
I'm not gonna let myself get too excited about anything until it happens.
Yeah.
I
I'll
second
be
that.
lockdown by September.
I just wanted to spend my birthday in a pub, and Boris has ruined that for me.
Did you guys see the thing that I can't remember who put it up, but it was on Twitter. It was like Boris Johnson's birthday is on the 19th of June.
Yeah.
Clubs to reopen on the 21st. Man's getting boozed up with his kid, isn't he?
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Well, I do love the memes that have come out of it. Like, the one of that awkward dude going to the girl in the club being like, "It's weird being out of lockdown, isn't it?" And she's just pulling a, like, what the fuck face. It's like that's fully what it's gonna be like once clubs are open again. But
I'm excited for it. To be fair, how I see it is, once everyone's been offered the vaccine, at that point, it's like, if you don't get the vaccine, that's your own problem.
on you, yeah, 100%. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm hopeful more than I've been for the rest of the year, but I'm not letting myself get too amped up. I've been let down too many times before to make that mistake again.
Yeah.
But this is how shit it could be for me. My birthday is on the 18th of April, right? Pubs open out for outdoor use on the 12th of April. So if they delay it even by a week, I'll miss my birthday by a day.
Again.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. I was just checking. I thought I hadn't had it down for at the 18th. I thought I put the 16th, and I realised I did. Because Shauna's is the 16th, isn't it?
You
Shauna's
mean-
No.
I get confused because Shauna's is the 18th of August, but my stepsister's is the 16th. So I
Yeah,
always
I
get
was gonna
confused.
say Shauna's is ages away.
Yeah, I get confused.
You
But like,
confuse me,
yeah,
bro.
no, like I thought I'd had yours down for the 16th of April. I was like, no, it's 18th. I have got you down on the 18th. Don't worry.
Cheers, bro. But yeah, it's my
Wow.
21st, so I'd rather be able to at least go to a pub, even if it's outside.
Wait, you're 21st.
Yeah,
He's old as fuck. Makes it even weirder. No, I'm judging.
I am old
Reed
now.
old as fuck. I don't want to fucking know what I am.
Fucking legend.
I thought, Reese, I thought you were like 22.
Nah, I'm 20, bro.
Oh shit, I'm older than you.
Right,
Really? I
right.
was like, what?
Ryan, are you a year younger than me or a couple months? Because I know you're in the year
Your
below
birthday's
me.
in April. My birthday's in September, so like half a year.
Yeah, because I knew
Wait, so
like,
guys-
academically you were a year below, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
So it goes Ryan, Reese, me, Eddie.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so weird being the oldest because every job I've ever had, I've always been the fucking youngest. I know this isn't a job, and I'm not treating this like a job, but
It will be soon. Let's hope
Eddie's
so.
old.
I remember, like, it used to piss me the fuck off. I remember because, like, I remember I'd be working bars, and like, you end up bantering with like, like all of the people you're working with, and like, all the fucking girls, they were all older than me, and they'll go, "How old are you?" And I'll go, "Oh, I'm 19." They go, "Oh, he's a baby," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like, just
To be fair, old work friends are elite friends. Like, if you've got like actual like middle-aged old colleagues, they're actually always the best people to work with.
mate, they're either like if people are middle aged and working in like a job which generally 19 to 20-year-olds working with, right, they're either fucking elite or they're the most miserable fucks you will ever meet. Like,
Bro,
Those two things
with this
can
economy, you
both go
gotta
hand
get
in
what
hand.
you can.
yeah, I know. I mean, like,
Oh, just wait until we come out of lockdown. See the state of the fucking economy.
It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be really weird. Because
We've had
I've seen a load of people
So
saying
much
we're
more.
gonna have a boom, but then also we've
Yeah,
got a
a
fuck ton
boom
of debt to
because
pay
we're-
off.
no,
a boom
we won't have a
because
boom.
we would
No,
have a
we're
boom
not.
relative to how low we're going to be. It's not going to be a boom overall.
I'm gonna
And
put it
then
this way.
we've got the long term implications of all of these lockdowns.
Yeah, I mean the
I'll
amount of
put it
people who've
this way,
lost jobs
right?
and businesses.
To back
Crazy.
myself up here, I study economics. Right, I might still be chatting shit, but still, we were still recovering from the 08 crash when we went into this. We was
Yeah.
in a liquidity trap, which basically means that interest rate was already so fucking low, we couldn't put it low any more low, which is why we did quantitative easing. We literally have no fucking options on how to rebuild the economy once we come out of this.
Especially because people have no money.
Yeah, we just need to hope for the best. We can release more money. We can do quantitative easing, releasing more money. But that's a dangerous game to be fucking playing. I don't think Britain will go into hyperinflation because our inflation rate was already so fucking low. But releasing money is a dangerous game to pay off debt.
And
Yeah.
Brexit isn't going to help any of that. Alright, I feel like that's enough
Yeah.
off topic for what's usually being discussed on the podcast. I've got a real what the fuck happened last night podcast topic for you guys. Which I
Is
was
it
debating
J-pop?
with my brothers the other day. Right? Well, mostly one brother. And this has got nothing to do with crusty dusty queen pussy.
I'm out.
Oh no, but
What's the point?
No, well, just you wait. So basically, we were talking about the fact that in Japan, a couple months ago, they allowed experimentation to be made of cross mutation between human beings and animals, right? And experimentation is now legal in that sector. And obviously, because my little brother's a weeb, one of the conversation topics that was directed to was cat girls. No, it was just cat girls, right? And the point I was trying to make is once like people who are half cat or whatever, or have got like physical cat ears and tail and whatever, biologically attached to them, the definition of bestiality and what we consider bestiality will have to be changed, right? Can we?
Nothing's been the same since 2016. What the fuck?
Like, so my point was that that's very much like dipping your toes in the realm of bestiality if you're having intercourse with someone who is partially an animal.
I'm gonna throw this out there, right? And I don't care who gets offended when I say this, right?
Eddie Shack's dogs.
If I end up getting with a girl and she has a fucking tail or cat ears that are surgically attached, fuck that. I'm gone. I don't care, alright?
Hey, wait, there's your outro. There's your outro.
Well, I bet it's a mutation though, right, Ryan? So they would have them from birth,
obviously,
not surgical.
It could be. But obviously, in the future, it could become from birth or could be added or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Life's turning into cyberpunk.
Me and my brother got into quite a heated discussion. I was driving him home from school to the point where when we got out of the car, my other brother, who got home earlier that day, was like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about? I could hear you yelling from the driveway." And so we discussed it with him, and basically I was saying that that's like if you're having sex with a person who's like biologically a cat girl, that's like 20% bestiality, right? And he was like, "Nah, that's like maximum 5 or 10%." So it turns out that bestiality is actually intercourse with a lower form of life, like an animal under the human race, that cannot be consenting. So, for example, if your cat or dog came to life as is, and like started speaking like in the movies, and gave you consent and you had sex with it, that wouldn't be bestiality. That would be...
Wait, so your whole point to start this off was to say that if people who are, from what I've caught on, is that if people who are getting surgical like tails added or cat ears, and
and then they, like further down the line, as in like biologically they're born with it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like
categories again. Crazy.
Yeah, I thought you meant like if they get like a tail surgically added to their body and you have sex with them, that's bestiality. You can't mess with science. They're a human being. But if they're born with it...
Well, no, we do have a tailbone, to be fair.
Okay. So one of the arguments I was making was if you took a human, right, and you added like 5% cat, right, so that person was 5% cat and 95% human, right, and they had like the tail and ears or whatever, just from that example. And then if you took a cat, right, and you made a cat be born with 95% human aspects and traits, what would be the difference?
Basically,
it's inherently the same ratio. Okay, and that was the point. That was the point I was trying to make to my brother. Was it's not about having sex with cat girls or not. It's about where does the line get drawn at that point. So it turns out we were both wrong because it's not bestiality if they're able to communicate consent, regardless of animal or not.
Second. Carry on.
And it's called I think it's zoophiology or zoophiliac. Let me get it back up.
Sexual attraction is philia.
Zoophilia, yeah, exactly, zoophilia, right? So it's zoophilia, having sex with an animal but that can talk. So if your dog came to life and could talk, right, and you had sex with your dog, that would be zoophiliac.
Why is there a word for this? That's such an obscure fucking...
Well, it's not that obscure. It's not going to be that obscure in the future because that's sort of a direction that's going to be more and more possible.
You know what? The worst
now that shit like this is allowed.
About this is, I just know there are going to be those motherfuckers who are saying, "Oh, it's a form of like fucking sexism if you refuse to have sex with cat girls." I just know, and like I just know that's going to happen.
Yeah, but that's like people saying it's a form of racism if you refuse to have sex with black girls or white girls or any race of people.
I'm not giving credence
Oh,
to what they're saying.
That's like
What I'm
you're
saying
allowed preference.
Huh?
You're allowed preference, and you can't choose whether you're attracted to a type of person or not. But I was more gonna ask the question round of, on the scale of a human to a dog or to a cat that can talk, where would you put a cat girl having sex with a cat girl who's born with cat ears and a cat tail?
I think it's got to be on the bucket list, lads. It has to be done.
Because I was saying that's like
Right.
at least like
I'm a fucking
20%.
deviant, and that sounds too far for me. Alright, I'm into weird shit, and that is too far for me.
Okay, so no, but I'm not saying whether you would do it. I'm saying where on the scale of having sex with a human and having sex with a cat that can talk would you put having sex with a mutated cat girl?
Well,
If you've ever gone to a cosplay event, you've definitely seen weirder. That's all I'm saying.
I'm thinking of Shane Dawson during this conversation.
Oh god.
Shane Dawson wouldn't even consent. Shane Dawson would just jizz everywhere.
Shane Dawson just humped his cat like.
Well, one of the arguments my brother made was like a Playboy Mansion, right? They do like the bunny ears and shit and the bunny tail. It's not because you want to fuck a rabbit, but like they're still putting on the thing. And I was like, yeah, but that's different because it's a costume and they can take it off. They're not for the rest of their life getting
Would you fuck a cat girl?
Okay, that's a different conversation.
Ryan, would you fuck a cat girl?
I wouldn't because
Ryan, yes or no?
I wouldn't because I'm
no, yes or no, no explanation, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, Ryan, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no.
Yes, but not because I'm sexually This is a point I keep. This is a conversation of. This is a contentious topic between me and my little brothers as well. Different story, but I would have sex with Ryan Reynolds not because I'm attracted to him, and I don't think I would enjoy it, but the opportunity is too much for me to turn down if that was to be the case. The same way that if I had the opportunity to have sex with a queen, I would do so, not because I'm attracted to the queen in any sexual way or because I would enjoy it, but because the opportunity is so massive that I would not want to.
So you're now saying you shag the queen?
If I got the opportunity, yeah.
I feel like this is
every single time you pay with cash, you can be like, yeah, I tap that.
Low.
We were out in a club and like those two fucking mothers were hitting on us, and you were just like, Ed, we should bang them for the story. This is basically what Ryan's logic is.
I'm not gay, I'm not philiac, I'm not into
I can't believe you didn't.
I'm opportunistic.
Monster. You're a monster.
Oh.
Philip's dying, and you're going, I'd shag her. If Philip dies in the next week, you're going to be right at the outside Buckingham Palace cracking one out.
I've been saying this for years. This is not new. I've had this conversation with my brothers for years.
I feel like this is Ryan's ethos on a night out. If a girl comes up to him and is like, want to come back to mine, he's like, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity.
I know what you're on about. Anyway, that's also, by the way, where Crusty Dusty Queen pussy comes from.
If someone's going to hit a Ryan on that,
you know what me and my brother talk about? We talk about who can bench more in the gym. This is such a weird conversation.
So, Frosty Jake, your brother would shag a cat girl.
Oh, he knows. We've had this conversation. This was literally what we talked about at dinner.
Wait, what? With your parents there?
No, my dad was working at his desk.
Oh, fair.
Imagine just eating like some spaghetti and would you shag a cat lady?
No, that was in the car ride that continued on because obviously it's a contentious topic.
No.
Alright.
Jay, would you?
I'll completely as you answer them.
No, I wouldn't. I'm good. Considering I'm allergic to cats, by the way.
Oh yeah, shit.
So I couldn't. I'd put it in and I'd die.
Well, that part isn't particularly cat.
If you weren't allergic to a cat girl.
Alright, Ryan, I'm going to ask this.
No, I wouldn't.
Like, it's basically one of these e-girls that stream on Twitch with the Razer headphones where the cat is.
No, I wouldn't. Unless it's one
different. No, that's a bit different to a mutated cat.
Right, it's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing.
Reese, would you?
I've already said I would.
Oh, I'd admit that. My bad. Sorry. Oh, man.
Eddie. Eddie, would you?
I'm going to say no now, but when I've had
100% Eddie would. 100% Eddie would.
Yeah, like when I've had 4 Jaeger bombs and I'm like, fucking God knows how many pints deep. You know, a hole is a hole. Just
Yeah.
Hashtag Eddie shags cats.
Don't start shit.
Hashtag Eddie
Oh,
Shack's cat. We're so gonna see that on either TikTok or Twitter at some
Two
point.
things.
Oh, definitely.
what Eddie
Those are
Shank's
the two
Yeah.
conversation topics I had to bring up today. So that's me out.
I love how Jay tweets about Eddie on platforms that he's banned from.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I have never once seen any of these tweets.
So, I put on Twitter, on the podcast Twitter, I thought, you know what, we're going to upload clips. And I thought, I'll just do no context Eddie, not Eddie Hearn, just no context Eddie. It wasn't on that, it was on Instagram. And
Have you not seen this, Eddie?
No, I don't have it social media anymore.
all
Yeah,
it is this. All it is this.
It's the rant that you had about.
Oh no, that's the latest one. Wait, it's this one. It's just that clip. It's just you going, I got butt naked and body slammed Mike Tyson for no reason. And that's all it is. So people are going to think you body slammed Mike Tyson butt naked for no reason and think Eddie's a mad lad.
I mean, they're not wrong.
I mean, you know what? Like, there's worse things I can be known for online.
Alright, so I've got.
Maker.
Jay, do you have a coin nearby?
A coin? I'm broke as fuck, mate. I don't think I do, pal.
Alright,
Unless-
just pick one. Heads or tails?
Hold on. Check me wallet. Oh, I've got a coin.
Flip it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Well, no. I've already got which one is which.
Oh, okay. It's heads.
It's heads. Eddie, can you get a topic out of the jar, please?
Yeah, right.
Oh, smooth. I mean, I had one, but all right.
Would
Oh,
you
shit,
rather
sorry.
have your entire internet search history for the past 12 months become public knowledge, or give up on the internet for an entire year?
I'll give up on the internet for a year.
History. Search
Huh?
history, for sure. Search history.
No, just history. What you've looked up, what you've been on.
Yeah, no, 100%. No question about it.
Yeah, I would do search history purely for the facts of I couldn't miss Sidemen Sundays for a year.
That's
Oh,
very
my
true.
whole life is on the
watched my
internet.
first Sidemen video the other day.
Oh, which one was
I'm
it?
so proud of you.
The Tinder one. Because
Oh, yes.
I wanted to prepare for the
What did you
upcoming
think?
episode. For those of you that don't know.
There are a couple surprises planned for this video that I've organised that each of you will all love.
As long as none of my exes appear, I don't give a shit.
I
You
promise
know
there
what
will be
my
none of
one
your
rule.
exes.
You know what my one rule is. So,
Please tell me, because I don't know if I've broken it.
What?
oh, for fuck's sake, I'll text you it later.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, that's something that we're working on, people.
I think
Yeah, I
Mate,
mean,
it's all organised, to be fair.
Yeah, but as in, like, we still got to film it. and shit.
I need to get 3 more girls, but
I think at some point as well we're going to do like different types of like. I know at one point we're going to drop some like Omegle video. Oh,
Yeah. Well, we've got
and
plans. We've got plans.
we've got major plans. We've got
I
a
actually
lot
came up
of
with
it.
a really good idea for something we could do, but I don't know if you guys read it.
Circle jerk.
I put it in the thing. 1 minute.
Was it the
was it the
plasmophobia?
paintball one? The plasmophobia one was a really good lockdown idea.
Phasmophobia. I want to do that. That would be fun.
Yeah, I would be down for that. That'd be
What
fun.
is that? What is it?
A VR. I think it's VR horror game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good fun.
I don't have a VR headset though, so
Nor do I.
We could come out 9 and all take turns.
Do it.
I
We're
mean, more
going to do a
than
video
just
where
VR.
we're going to do a video where we're just all going to travel to Spain and surprise Ryan.
Oh no, I've got a VR here, but my one in London is way better.
Did any of you
Hey,
see?
Priest, you're actually a prick.
In my defense, I didn't organise that.
Okay, to be fair, like
The person asked because of someone else that is coming, and I was like, as long as it's okay with him, yeah.
What was you going to ask, Joe?
I can't remember. Oh, did anyone see? I don't love Jake Paul, right? Did you see that he put up a TikTok, basically imitating Khabib? Instantly deleted it,
Yeah.
and then he uploaded one of him imitating Khabib, McGregor, Diaz, and all these fighters, and it's like, you're boring. Now,
I'm so
actually,
done with this shit.
can I just say, there is an imposter among us four. One of us admitted to liking Jake Paul, didn't they, Reese?
The more you realise, I watch an entirely different side of YouTube to literally everyone else.
Oh, 100%.
I'd get crazy Russian hacker.
Bro, that would be fucking great, to be fair.
So if I go down my
Oh, no, I would love to have Michael Reeves.
I don't know.
Whoa, no, I love Michael Reeves.
Michael Reeves would be fucking brilliant. He, like, basically, he does, like, robotics. Like, he makes robots and shit on YouTube. But he does, like, the stupidest shit. Like, he does, like, a robot that, like, points a laser in your eye. So it, like, tracks you and then, like, points a laser in your eye. He did that. You know the Tickle Me Elmo dolls? He took one apart and replaced it with like camera and speakers and like moving parts and made it racist. So he made a race detection software that detected what race you were, and then based on your race, when you like pressed it, it would say like a racist comment for the race that you are. Mate, it's so fucking funny.
I think my favourite one is, you know, those hoovers that just drive around the place. He made one so whenever it hits the wall, it says "fuck us." He just swears.
It just curses every time it hits the wall. And then he took it into Target and was just like to the guys, I think it's broken, and he like tried it out in the middle of the shop.
Have you seen that guy on YouTube? Creations Ross or something?
Yeah.
He's funny. Yeah. He does like the
I love that kind of YouTube.
Filled his computer, didn't he, with like black beans, and then was like called a technician, was like, I don't know what's wrong with it. And they were like, this is full of beans. He was like, huh? What?
Well, that's actually quite a good question that we got last week on our little sheet. What is the worst prank you've ever pulled?
Oh.
Should I say mine?
Go
on. Yeah.
Okay. Just be aware that backstory to this, when I was in sixth form, I had some friends, okay, and we did these prank wars, and like it started out with like just standard pranks. So when someone would leave, we would take all of the stuff out of their bag, turn the bag inside out, put it all back in and zip it up, right? And then it progressed into a lot more extreme pranks, turning their pencil case inside out, just disassembling their calculator, everything. And then it just, I think at one point it just moved way too far, to the point where one day there was a house party, and I don't know whether it was me or someone else, but you know, if you poo in like the reservoir of a toilet, then the water will just be brown no matter what happens. I did that, and it was just way too far. And yeah, that was the worst prank I've ever pulled.
That's fair enough. That's up there.
Jesus.
You got any, Reese?
No, worst I've done was just take someone's door off. Wasn't bad.
I just took someone's door off, really. Like, didn't have a door.
Wait, was this in holes?
Yeah, you know how easy doors are to take off in holes?
Why?
It's funny, innit?
We were just bored.
What about you, Jay?
I was sticking out in my dad's car.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And then it rained, and he got back from holiday, and because my dad and my uncle, obviously brothers, they have like a prank war going on, and he thought it was my uncle who did it, and then I didn't realise that it was set to rain, and the pink post-it notes that were over the left headlight, I think, it dyed the headlight pink.
Sick. That's actually mad, like mod. That's a sick mod.
I know, right? They do pranks to each other all the time. Like when my dad goes away, my dad's went away a couple of times, and when he's been away, my uncle and my brother, kind of, who they wrapped, literally like Christmas wrapped everything in the living room. Oh yeah,
I love those ones.
They turned the living room into a beach with sand and a pool and margaritas.
That's funny, but also the fucking work it is to fucking undo that one. The sand just gets fucking everywhere.
Yeah, they had to use like little spades that you use at the beach, little plastic ones.
Oh,
My
no,
dad,
that's awful. That's the one thing I hate about the beach is that I'll drive from fucking Brighton to Southampton and still have hair in my ass 3 weeks later without even getting out of the car.
my dad filled my uncle's car with 1,500 balloons, stuck googly eyes all over the bonnet, put a fake brick on the windshield and drew make it look like a real brick.
Oh, that's it.
Did like stripper tassels on his door. Bear in mind, my uncle lives in a flat, so people could walk past and it says strippers or like love hearts and oh, it's funny.
Oh,
and then my dad cups of water all over his flat and boxes and mental.
But it's funny, but also I'd hate to live in constant fear of.
Yeah,
just
I don't think they've done it in a while. I don't think they've done it in a while. Oh, my uncle rearranged my dad's entire house. Put all the living room stuff in the kitchen, the bathroom stuff in the living room, kitchen stuff in his room. Yeah, they are hilarious though. And then my dad super glued his thumb to a beer can. He was like, "Look at that!" and it's dangling off. He's like, "Don't fall asleep at my house." But it's banter, it's jokes.
Right. Well, Reese, I think you should hit us with another question.
I put all of them in the.
I know, but I think you should pick one. No.
I can't even get them up, mate. Because I put them on the Discord.
Well,
I love you.
one of them is who's most likely to be arrested for releasing a sex tape by accident? Don't forget, part of that is getting arrested, so there's going to have to be some dodgy shit going on.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine then.
I feel like Jay wouldn't do it on accident so much.
I'd just do it for money. If Pornhub offered you $1 million for a sex tape, I'd take it.
I think honestly, I'd probably have to go for more than $1 million.
10 mil. I'd take it. I'd be like, yes.
10 mil cash instant in hand. Yeah, but you got to realize that now everyone knows what to like. I just don't know how many people would want to sleep with me after that.
Okay, I'll pay for it. I got 10 mil. Like, if you'd have asked me this, like, obviously, if I was just fully, like, not chatting to anyone, single as fuck, like, everything. If I was just me, I'd be like, give me the 10 mil.
10 mil is a lot of FIFA points. I would definitely, like, consider it. But
the amount of like McDonald's you can get, or like I could do up my entire house. Oh,
10 mil's like
10 mil.
You could buy a house.
Yeah, 10 mil is big cash. I'd definitely consider it. I just don't know.
I don't think I would do it.
Would you do it, Reese? Would you release a sex tape of yourself for 10 mil?
Yeah.
There we go. But he knows, you see. Reese knows the
I
big
don't
money.
think I would do it for any amount of money. I just dislike Pornhub. That's why. Like,
No, it doesn't have to be on Pornhub. It's like
Could be any.
OnlyFans give you like $1 million.
Yeah.
Who to put 10 mil?
maybe then.
Yeah. OnlyFans more because people will have to waste their money on seeing it. So not only you get 10 mil, you also get the money from OnlyFans.
People are that desperate, they're willing to pay to see my micro penis, and let them have it.
I mean, am I in charge of filming it, directing it, orchestrating the whole thing?
You're
or is it like or am I just like, do I show up on the day, do my poor business, and then leave?
Bang bang bust.
You can either do it with a woman or you could just record, like, you could do anything.
Oh no, I wouldn't do it by myself. That's just sad. I feel like no one. That's a lot less interesting for people to see.
Yeah, it's still I'd jack off for 10 mil online. It's 10 mil. Like, yeah, it's a bit shameful.
10 mil's a lot of money. It's not, I don't think it's so much shameful. It's more like, do I personally want everyone to have access to that? Is more what I'm considering.
I'd see it and I'd go, well, at the end of the day, or I'd upload it and then claim that I'm underage, so it gets taken down, and I've done it, so I still get 10 mil.
Oh no, because they could just like fight you for it.
Oh, you think
You'd have to decide.
underage video?
If they're giving you bags like that, they're making you sign contracts.
Very true, yeah.
You're not getting away that easily. Yeah, well, let's see what we got. Yeah, go on. We've got this is kind of on the same sort of aura. Would you rather be an instant millionaire and not have to work the rest of your life, knowing that you haven't worked for the money, but someone has given it to you, or would you rather work a standard job earning normal wage, but with the pride that you work for what you earned and putting that money towards your future?
Instant millionaire.
I take a million, and nothing says you can't work, and I could do what I love, set myself up.
Under
for life.
that logic, every time, so if you get inheritance, you shouldn't accept it. Because
Yeah, you should.
Plus, if you,
haven't
for
worked for that
example,
money.
if someone wanted to go into something like YouTube or Twitch streaming or any form of social media, they get a mill, or they become
They
a
can,
millionaire.
they can easily just take all the
Set
time in the
up.
world to do that.
Yeah, and then
And they
get
don't have
paid
to worry
through
about
that.
they don't have to worry about doing a full-time job whilst waiting to grow and shit.
Exactly, and then they can do that, and they can earn money off that, and that becomes their job.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like, look, if someone was to offer me £1 million, with no catch, you're a fucking idiot if you don't take it. If there's no catch,
Yeah.
you're a fucking idiot. Like,
What about you, Reese?
I'll just take it.
Yeah, you're gonna be getting that
Who
kind of
asked
money
that
from
question?
bikes, right?
Huh?
who asked that?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
It's an issue. We've had the zombie apocalypse one.
Hmm.
Would you rather see everyone? I think the half of that question's gone. Sorry, it's a bit of a shambles. Who is most likely to sleep with the opposite sex to their preference for £100?
So basically, pay £100 for a prostitute.
No. Who's
No,
more likely
no,
to sleep?
Shag a guy for £100.
Yeah,
Oh right. No, I wouldn't.
yeah, but out of all of us, who's most
remaining
likely?
Who's
quiet,
most likely to?
remaining
I mean-
quiet.
Based on history, there is one person here who's most likely.
I don't want £100.
I'm remaining
take it.
quiet.
It's not you, Jay.
No comment. No
Ready?
comment. No comment.
That answers your question. All right. Well, we've got any other topics for today that we want to discuss before we move on to just rambling for the rest of the hour?
I mean, I can get the topic jar out if you want.
Oh, mate, fucking feel free.
You know, the good old topic jar. God,
Wait, let's have a look at the topic jar.
Huh?
Let's have a look at the topic. Like, show us the physical jar. What would it take for you to ram that up your ass?
I'll pay.
2p.
I've got 50.
That's how many? That's like 25 times.
I'm in.
One man, one jar 2.0. Let's go.
Oh, this is just another picture of a hot dog.
A first-person view version. Oh yeah, a first-person view version of Among Us would be fucking terrifying.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
that'd be.
And VR, I've
VR
I've
Among
seen
Us
people-
would be terrifying.
I've seen people do it. It's quite.
Yeah,
in
they've
Pablo,
made
they
one.
did it.
Did they?
Yeah.
I put this in not months ago, about weeks ago.
Oh, this was time ago.
Oh damn.
Um,
I feel like Among Us in VR has such a opportunity to become a horror game.
I feel like obviously, especially when like the lights go down and shit and you can't
Yeah.
see, and they've got to physically like stab you or shoot you.
Do anyone ever, I know we all remember Five Nights at Freddy's, but did anyone actually play it?
Oh, 100%. I love
never
those
played
games. You've never played it?
I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's.
The problem with Five Nights at Freddy's is most people play it and then they just get scared. But like, if you actually work to try and complete the game and do the shit, it's actually like a really solid horror game.
I mean, I remember when it originally came out, one of my mates was being a dick. He was just like, "Oh, it's just a management game. It's just a management game. That's all it is." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it doesn't matter what like basic concept it is. If it's a good game, it's a good game." But I don't know. I've never really played it properly. I mean,
I played
know
most
there's
of them.
a storyline to it, which is really complicated as saying, and
Yeah, I've played most of them to like fully.
I've played that one game, Duck Hunt, which is
Duck Hunt?
the DVR version of Duck Hunt, which is like
Oh, Duck Season. Hunting
That
season.
it?
Duck Season.
where like
the
the
one
dog
by-
kills the mum.
Yeah, the one by the people who made what's it called? Boneworks.
What's Boneworks?
It's like a super real. It's basically like a super realistic physics like game in VR that has like a great story where you're stuck inside a simulation and you need to try and fix it so you can get out and solve puzzles.
There's a few games that I've played that are just absolutely disturbing. Fucking. Alright, Spec Ops The Line. Who's played that?
Spec Ops The Line.
Nope.
That game fucked me up. That game fucked me the fuck up. Like, it is. Okay. So it's one of these games where it's like a first-person shooter. And it can just be a first-person shooter if you want it to be. But if you actually start paying attention to the storyline, it gets really deep into like the mental side effects and PTSD the war gives you.
Is it
And, like-
kind of like? Is it kind of like? Don't hug me, I'm scared. Where at the face value, it's very like simple scare factor. But then if you look into it, it's got so
Yeah.
many more layers than that.
No,
I actually love those videos. I think those videos are so underrated.
I'm not gonna lie, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I've never watched all of them all the way through just
Oh,
because
you have to.
I could probably watch it now, but back when I was younger, no, it freaked me the hell out.
When I used to watch Happy Three Friends, like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Never like
Happy
was
True
fucking-
Friends was so good.
It was so fucking funny. So like, it was the best thing to freak out my mates. And then I had one mate who got properly scared of it after watching the first video, like actually terrified.
I've been
So
like,
one night I put like a lot of this. We were on a ski holiday, and I put a lot of the songs in his skiing playlist, like multiple times, so that they're likely to come up. And we were on the fucking chairlift once, and he was sat next to me, and all of a sudden he fucking has a panic attack. Well, not like a full panic attack, but he has a fucking freak out, almost like drops his shit. And he was like, "What the fuck, bro?" It was the funniest shit.
I've been watching do you know Vixie Pop? Anyone on YouTube?
Vixie Pop.
They made Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss.
Really?
Yeah, you know what Has Been Hotel is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching. I watched the pilot for Has Been Hotel, and I thought it was absolutely fucking brilliant. But I've recently discovered what Hell of a Boss was, and that is such a good fucking series.
No, Hell of a Boss is crazy.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's
So
so
I've not seen
good.
all of it, but I've seen a decent
I'm not
amount.
going to spoil it for you, but
Yeah.
fucking amazing. For those of you that don't know, Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss, they're like YouTube animated cartoons, but they're that good they could be on Cartoon Network. Like,
Yeah. It's like the equivalent of if anyone ever watched Video Game High School, and like the quality that was for a YouTube series,
Yeah.
where it was better than most TV shows. That's kind of what you get with these series.
oh man, I remember like when Oishi High School Battle came out as well. That was, I mean, Ryan, did you watch that? I can see your face.
I've watched it 3 times all the way through. When the last episode aired, I actually had like a full like moment on Facebook where I like reminisced about how great the show was. And, like that was a life-changing show for me.
Oishi High School Battle was such a good fucking show.
It was like the dream of any gamer. Like the kid goes to high school to play video games. Like
What? I'm talking about Oishi High School Battle. What are you talking about?
I was talking about Video Game High School.
Oh no, I'm talking about Oishi High School Battle. That's
No.
fucking anime girl who comes to life and just goes to a fucking school. I
was talking about Video Game High School.
There, and like,
Did anyone watch that?
Huh?
The Rocket Jump series.
Nah, what's that?
Oh, it's one of the best pieces of like TV that I've watched, and it's come out of YouTube. And it's just about like this kid who gets like selected to go to like the Harvard, but it's for video games and esports and shit. And it's so cool, and it's like so well done. The effects are crazy, and like all the scenes that are in the video games are like done sort of in real life with like the gunplay, the explosions, the shit. It's crazy, and obviously like it's just like it's so cool. The environment, they've got like gaming classes and like people who go there for game design and stuff like that. They have to take care of a Tomodachi as like a pet for one of the episodes. It's so good. It's one of the best pieces of TV I watched growing up.
I mean, I don't really know. I can't really remember some of the old YouTubers I used to watch. I think most of the YouTubers I watched back in the day I still watch.
I mean, a lot of them are cancelled now.
Did anyone watch Smosh?
I love
Everyone
Smosh.
does.
Yeah,
I
everyone
love
loves
Smosh.
That just died as soon as Anthony left. They were like, nah.
No. I had a little bit before that. When they started doing like Food Battle 7.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, completely. Like, I'd have kept up, but, like, Anthony left, and then it was like, oh, we've got a whole production crew, and we've got a gang here now. We've got mates. It's like, I miss Ian.
I mean, is it Ian who does the interview stuff now, or is it Anthony?
I haven't watched them in so long. Anthony left.
Yeah, because one of them does really good interviews with people. I'm pretty sure it's Anthony.
Yeah. Anthony,
And like, I'm sorry, I've not watched one of his interviews in a long time, but like, I think that's like some excellent content.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to watch Equals 3 back in the day.
Oh yeah,
Banger. Ray William Johnson just roasts people now on TikTok. It's a bit like,
I don't even know.
I didn't even know he was still
what he does.
kicking
He's
about.
a TikTok creator. Wait, who the fucking just messaged me?
people are like, Ray
I
William Johnson,
just put,
please roast me. And
I did.
I've asked him to roast me, but he's not saying it because I'm not big enough on TikTok.
I mean, you've been on the Big Ben, so what can you say about
There
that?
we go. Well, House of Parliament, but still, Ray, if Ray William Johnson ever watches this, he won't. But Ray, roast me, bitch. Roast me.
I miss your
Oh,
favourite
slash
mark.
roast me.
Remember the band he had, your favourite mark?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, that was good. And then like they had a fucking cartoon made about him. That was like I miss it. I miss
I
the
want-
glory days
I
of
want-
YouTube.
I want Doing Your Mum back in the top 40 charts. Top 10. Doing
Oh,
Your
did
Mum?
anyone listen
Yes,
to
Lord.
Ninja Sex Party?
Oh,
Did anyone listen to Ninja Sex Party? They've
yeah.
got
I forgot how it goes.
banging
But I
tunes.
listened to Star Bomb, which I think
Oh, fair, yeah.
Ninja
Yeah.
Sex Party helps out with.
Reese, did you have any favorite old school YouTubers?
Nah, just like KSI and that. Just ones that are still about.
The old KSI was amazing.
Much like Poltics and like there's
Syndicate.
Network Traders. I mean, Syndicate's still kicking.
Yeah. What's the guy who created
Who-
ASDF?
Oh, Tomska.
Tomska.
He's still kicking. He still makes content, which is pretty
The-
good.
The new ASDF movies are funny.
Yeah, mate. They've always been great.
I seen one, he goes, it's a magician. He goes, what's that behind your ear? It's a hearing aid. And the little ghost goes, what? Just funny. It just kills me. Why is that down? I didn't realise that was down. And he's gone now. But honestly, that killed me when I first seen it. I was like, that is funny.
Oh.
Yeah, old YouTube will never be topped, like, at all. I mean, I say that, it's being topped at the minute. The UK YouTube scene is unbelievable right now.
Even especially when you consider the fact that like we've had a year of lockdown.
Yeah. Simon are killing it. Straight up,
Yeah.
Simon.
No wonder we're so desperately trying to copy their ideas.
Yeah, I know, right? I
That's
said the
my
top.
one fear about this YouTube thing. I don't want to become a clone of Sidemen.
Well, I don't think it's we don't want to copy it for the sake of copying it. We want to copy it because we think it's funny. Like it would be funny if we did it as well.
Yeah, I know why we're doing it. It's just it's.
We're not going to become the Morgs to Mr. Beast.
Oh my god! Don't
I'd say
utter his name on this podcast.
I'd say the British YouTube scene right now is kind of, and it's thanks to the Sidemen are at the top easily. The Sidemen are at the top. You got like TGF, Stephen Tries, the E-Boys, and all that, and like
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed Beta Squad's videos as well.
Beta Squad.
They can bring out some bangers.
Yeah, I think the only American YouTubers that I'd say are killing it are Mr. Beast and his
Oh, 100%. Well,
Squad.
all the like you can't forget. Obviously, it's more Twitch and streaming, but all the like Minecraft like people who are killing it right now. The like Dreams, the like Tommy Innits and stuff. You can't say that they're not killing it. One of the kids. So Tommy Innit's 16. He's got like 40,000 subscribers on Twitch, which pay like £5 a month to subscribe to him. This other guy who started streaming in October has now got the record because he did a charity event last week, right? He's got the record for the fastest person to ever reach 100,000 subscribers on Twitch at once. So 100,000 people are subscribed to him, paying him £5 a month to watch his content without ads and stuff. He gained like 40,000 subscribers in one day, which is I think is the most ever. It was the craziest thing, and he's 17. He started streaming in October. It's a madness
that,
the stuff
Tommy
that's
Innit?
going on with that. So the guy Tommy Innit's the one who has 40,000 subs and he's been doing it for like a couple of years now. And Ranboo is 17, American kid. and he's absolutely fucking killing the scene. Like, he's been streaming every day since October now, basically,
No.
like without exception.
I didn't have a clue who
crazy.
this Tommy in it was, and then I seen him popping at KSI like ratio, and he's proper ratio in KSI. I'm like,
Yeah, it's so. Did you see the video where they played Among Us together?
I didn't even know that was a thing. I seen.
Oh yeah. So he went live and he was like playing Among Us with the Sidemen, and I was so excited for it.
I seen
And it's so brilliant.
ratio JJ, and then JJ was like, I'll knock you out. I'm like, who's this? And then I clicked this Tommy in it's Twitter. I'm like, why is he popping off on Twitter? He's doing really well. I was like, okay.
Yeah, he's
And
like
then
a 16-year-old Minecraft kid, but the thing is, like, he
and I was
put Persona on stream, and like, especially with like KSI and stuff, you see him just like beefing and taking their piss. But like, when it comes down to it, he's one of the like, he's got the brain for the YouTube and the Twitch stuff. Like, if you hear anyone that has worked with him talk about him, like, they'll tell you he knows what he's doing to get like the attention, to get the likes, to get the views on YouTube, etc., etc. Like, he's killing the scene and he's putting the work in.
Do you still do your Twitch streams, Reese? I know you did one recently.
I haven't had time, mate, because of stuff going on.
Yeah, man. I remember when me and Reese first started like speaking as mates and stuff. I remember you mentioned about your streams. I was like, oh, I'll drop by, and then a couple of weeks after that, that's all I do when I'm at work. So I'm sat at work on my phone watching Reese, and I'm like just having a little chat with him, watching him play Warzone, and he was killing it. I was like, fair play to you.
Cool. Has anyone who plays Warzone here seen the outbreaks?
I've not. I was playing earlier, but I didn't see any of the outbreak stuff.
Have you seen it, Reese?
Yeah, I'm excited.
What do you think? Because I'm proper excited, but I have no clue how it's actually going to work.
I think if they play their cards right, it'll be good, but...
What would you hope from it?
Something that can actually be replayed.
Yeah.
And not...
What's Outbreak?
So they're releasing a big, like, zombie mode called Outbreak, and all we know is that there's vehicles, that there's like different, like, it's a huge map, that you've got like different areas to teleport. You still got Pack-a-Punch and shit.
Is this like a war?
Well, it sounds like it's going to be like a battle royale type of war, like of zombies, but obviously it hasn't said anything about coming up against other players, so it's probably like just on your own. But obviously the waves to zombies are huge. Watch the trailer; it's so sick. As someone who's enjoyed zombies the most out of anything we've had Call of Duty in the last couple of years, I'm properly buzzing.
If COD did like their own version of DayZ, I would happily hop on it.
Well, as in, I don't think that would work, because the whole point of DayZ is the like realism and the physics engine, whereas COD is more arcadey.
I mean, no, like what I mean is, so like if they took away like the realism aspect of it,
Yeah.
that you're just chilling, you're running around trying to get gear and survive and stuff like that. Like,
I think that would be sick, to be fair.
yeah, I think that'd be good.
I think anything, like the only thing people wanted at the time, because I was huge on that like DayZ H1Z1 scene of like all those zombie survival battle royale games, and like all anyone ever wanted at that time and still does is for a big AAA studio to take that on, like a Battlefield or a Call of Duty or someone. And we've had it in sort of the battle royale aspect of it with Blackout and Warzone and stuff like that, but having it as a true sort of zombie survival open world thing, not quite the same.
I would love it if they did that.
Yeah.
I'm not really a big gamer. I've kind of been getting back into it recently, but I've never really been like a gamer. I've just like casually done it. Well, like if they did that, I reckon I would happily just invest time in doing that, because that sounds. I don't want a zombie apocalypse to happen, but you know,
If it did,
we all dreamed about what our strat would be.
Oh, 100%. I would never wish a zombie apocalypse to happen, but if it did, I would make the most of it. Again, opportunistic. I can't say it. Opportunistic.
Yeah,
Opportunistic. There we go.
Boy. Right. Oh man, should I get another thing out
Go
there?
on.
Yeah.
So, I can smell like really nice food, and I just text my dad asking if he's cooking. He's like, just made crumpets. I'm like, Oh,
I love a crumpet. Oh,
I've just got SCP written on this, so SCP Foundation. You don't know what SCP Foundation is?
I don't want to guess because of 2 of the letters in that.
Oh no, it's nothing dirty. You really don't know what this is.
I mean,
What does it stand for?
The Secure, Contain, Protect Foundation. So like they're like internet creepypastas, but they're a lot that they're. How do I even explain this? I thought you would know about this. Damn. So they're like, alright. So basically, the idea between Secure, Contain, Protect, it's like this whole universe built up around the idea of there's this shadowy organization called the SCP Foundation. What they do is, whenever an anomaly appears in real life, they will go in and secure, contain, and protect it. And like you have like some absolutely insane SCPs. Like there's one where if you look at it, it will try and kill you, even if you see a picture of it. It will just try and kill you eventually. There's another one called the incredibly hard to kill reptile, which is basically just this reptile which they want to destroy, but they just cannot, no matter what they do.
They just have to contain it.
Yeah, they just have to contain it. And like honestly, it's such a rabbit hole that you can stick on the surface level of it, right? Happily. You can stick on the surface level and only know about a few SCPs, but if you want to go into the rabbit hole, boy, oh boy, does it go deep very, very fucking quickly.
That's
like,
what she said. So,
but like you had the old school creepypastas like Slender Man and Jeff the Killer, like the Rake and stuff like that. These were like
Spoon Killer. I fucking love that one.
Huh?
Did you ever see the Spoon Killer one?
What's that?
There was a creepypasta called the Spoon Killer about a guy that went around killing people slowly with just tapping them to death with a spoon.
I've seen that. I've seen the video.
And then someone made a YouTube series where it was like a choose your own adventure, and so you had to choose like whether to go left or right, and you were trying to run away from the Spoon Killer. And it was when the YouTube had annotations thing, so you had like to click whether you would say one thing or go one that way, or go like you had to choose your own adventure, and every like there was like millions of possible combinations that you could go down to try and avoid getting killed by the Spoon Killer.
You know what I miss? The old school Sanity Not Included videos.
Oh my god.
You know, like where they would like you would let you choose those ones.
Yeah.
Like the option. I think my favorite one ever was like when they're robbing a bank and they're just like, oh, we need to go on an adventure. And he's just like, the guy pulls into the bank and he's just like, are we robbing a fucking bank? And he's like, no, Timothy, we're adventuring a bank. Put the money in the fucking bank. I remember I used to just sit and watch that with my mates.
Aren't they still kicking it about?
What, Sanity Not Included? I mean,
I think they're still making videos, aren't they?
Lyle McDouchebag was one of the guys who did it. I don't know who the other guy was. And Lyle McDouchebag's definitely still about.
Damn.
Oh, man, it was just so good. And the fucking cartoons at the end. Just fucking like their girl was just like, why are you in my pen? They're just like, the fucking crows outside will not stop chirping. Oh, man. I miss like it just goes back to old school YouTube. You're never gonna
especially animation. Like that's one thing that thrives so well on YouTube, because like the quality of animation that people can make, but just wouldn't make it to TV because of the content. And it just has such a good place on YouTube.
It's like again, Vixie Pop. That will never get televised.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, actually,
it's such a good series. I mean, it's never gonna get
exactly the same thing as we said with Happy Tree Friends. Friends.
Oh man, I miss the way it was. Like, you know, life was simple. I mean, I liked Leafy Is Here, but the moment Leafy Is Here appeared, it all went downhill. Jay, what are you doing with your arm? You're just doing that with me. It looks so.
Oh, by the way,
my knee was going up and down my arm.
I've got a change to one of my questions from last week. So one of the questions that was asked was, would you go back in time or would you go forward into the future? I actually would go back in time and I would save Harambe. Because from the moment Harambe died, everything has gone downhill.
What's worse, Harambe dying and us know who he was, or Harambe not dying and not knowing who he was?
Harambe...
It's a gorilla, isn't he? It's literally
Harambe dying and...
He's more than just a fucking gorilla, alright?
Except for Harambe.
Can I just say, right, Harambe, when I'm not getting my dick out for Harambe, right,
Dicks
Harambe,
out
that's
for
For
Harambe.
Harambe, dicks out for
Harambe. Again, dicks out for
for
Harambe.
Harambe, dicks out for Harambe. So,
Again.
Harambe is coming soon to Spotify. So the whole he was shot. Yeah, he shouldn't have been shot. I love animals. I'll always like be like, not an animal activist, but I'm always like, animals are the greatest things on this earth, I believe. But when he got shot, I was like, that sucks. But then everyone was like, oh, let's make this a trend. It's like, it's a fucking gorilla. There's loads more out there. Like,
yeah, but Harambe was special.
Did you know the guy who shot Harambe didn't ask me anything on Reddit?
Yeah, I've made those.
Did you read it? It was fucking beautiful. He was so racist. It was brilliant.
He's exactly what you'd expect.
The
It's
guy was
exactly what you'd
people were like,
expect.
why did you kill Harambe? And he was just like, he was black. And I was just sitting there like,
He was fully like obviously taking the piss, but also like, you know when someone's like joking, but you know that deep down there's some truth in it.
oh man, I remember reading and I'm like, this cannot be real. This
Yeah,
cannot
bro.
be fucking real.
Reddit is I think one of the most underappreciated,
social media.
underrated things that we have on this planet, but also overrated by the people who
I
actively
like
are
Reddit,
obsessed
I
with it.
hate the people on it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hate the people on it, but because of the people on it, we get fucking gems. That's the thing.
It's like Reddit mod.
It's like TikTok at the beginning. Is when you don't have your For You page curated for you, you have to scroll through so much shit, especially when TikTok first started. But you would always like after like so much shit, you would find like one fucking video that's so class that you stay on the app and scroll again.
It's like I remember I got banned off r/poetry, and like this is like such a dumb reason why I got banned. Right, I posted an original piece, and yeah, it was a little bit dumb, but technically speaking, it was still poetry, and I called it No Nut. It was just like, oh fucking hell.
I don't feel like that's the kind of that I wouldn't go to r/poetry for that one. There's plenty of subreddits for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I love is that if you can think of anything, there's probably a subreddit full of people who are obsessed with that.
I think it was just like, pee hurt, big nut in shower, gooey, oh no. That was the poem I posted, and I got banned off the r/poetry for it.
I'm so sorry you've got to suffer through that pain.
And like, I remember like the fucking Reddit mod, he was so cringe. He was just, he messaged me, my actual account. He didn't even message me through the fucking subreddit like you're meant to. He actually messaged my official Reddit account going, "A ban hammer has dropped," and I just responded with, "Mate, just fuck off." Like,
I feel like Discord mods get a lot of stick, but Reddit mobs in some cases.
Discord mods, we get a lot of stick. That's because you got some cringe lords on it. But Reddit mods, mate, have you actually never met a Reddit mod in real life?
No, because they don't exist in real life.
They look like little fucking gimps. I'm sorry, Reddit mods look like the sort of person that would actually let you fuck their girlfriend in front of them just to avoid conflict. Like, no word of a lie.
I'm going to change this whole subject for a question for you guys. So,
Go on.
There's a slug, right?
I love this one. Yes.
So, would you accept 10 million, right? What's it? So if someone offers you 10 million, but if you take it for the rest of your life, there is one slug that's sole purpose is to kill you, and if it touches you, it kills you. Just an instant touch.
The slug is immortal. The slug is immortal.
Until you die, obviously.
And it constantly is chasing you. So if you like fly to a different country, it will eventually somehow get there.
Yeah, and you could look at any slug and think, "Hold on, get away from me." And you could.
I love this
slug, and you're like, and it's a normal slug. You're like, "Okay, I'm fine," but then you go hold this one, and you go, "No," because it could be that slug. But if you take the 10 mil, that slug is forever chasing you for the rest of your life. And if it touches
And as soon as it touches you, die.
So basically, 10 million to live in constant fear.
Yeah.
Of the slug.
I'd do
The
it.
thing is,
I'd do it.
I would do it, but so my question about this one is, do I start next to the slug?
No.
So I have no idea where the slug is at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, so what
I'd
I
do
would
it.
do is I would stand in the middle of a fucking like desert or something, right? Chilling, like I've got $10 million. I can be comfy out there. Eventually, the fucking slug would show up, and I would be sure that it's that slug. And then I would just get someone to put the fucking slug on like an omnidirectional treadmill. And so it's stuck for fucking ever trying to move. I put a fucking tracker on it, and then I'd fuck right off. That's my solution.
So you're basically your strategy is just to avoid the slug indefinitely.
Nah, you know what I'd do? I'd end up getting the slug, getting in touch with Elon Musk, send the slug to space. You're fine.
No, it would get back to you
Very true.
eventually.
Send it to the sun.
It can't
I
die.
know I know it can't die, but the fact that it's up there and it's just floating around near the sun.
Yeah, but it's got
Actually, no.
perseverance.
Oh yeah, because if it falls from
It's
space
fucking-
and hits on the head, you're dead.
Fucking
Jay,
meteor.
Bury it in a little box, in a little metal box. Bury it in the ground.
Oh, it would eventually get out. If you try
Oh,
long
yeah.
enough, especially as a slug, it can like sluggy fucking
Slugs
wear down the box.
Slugs don't have skeletons; they can just fit through anything.
Very true.
And it can wear down. Like, I'm not saying it would not take years, but it would or decades. It would eventually just get out.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. By the time it gets out, I'm probably gonna be an old man or dead.
Yeah.
Imagine you're on your deathbed. And you go, I've got a meal for you, a meal for. No, and someone just places a slug on your head, dead.
Well,
Or I'd be on my deathbed and I'd go, hand it over, and I'd just go, bang. Oh, who's this? Oh, yes, he's made me crumpets. What a man.
Hello, Jay's dad.
so jealous.
Shall I get him in? Come here.
Go on.
Come here.
Can your dad end the episode?
Alright, you're right.
All right, mate.
Can you ask your dad to close off the episode?
Are we ending it?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Can you sign us off?
Go on, sign us off. Do the outro.
How'd you do it?
Just say, that's Eddie, that's Reese, that's Ryan, that's Jay. And remember, if she blah blah blah, then she's not the one.
So,
Eddie, Reese, Ryan, and you
Okay.
know me.
that
Get
was.
shot. Come on, get in shot.
Hang on,
Sit on my
hang
lap.
on.
Sit on my lap. Santa
So
Claus.
that was what the fuck happened last night. That's Eddie. That's
Reese,
Reese.
Ryan.
That's Jay, I think,
That's
and that's
Ryan.
Ryan.
Wrong order.
If she swallows, she's a keeper.
Hey!
Watch it.
Yeah.